Before you buy a golf launch monitor, there is one thing you need to understand. The best golf launch monitor is not always the most expensive one. It is not always the one with the most data points, and it is definitely not always the one that looks the most impressive on paper. The best golf launch monitor is the one that fits the way you actually practice. Because a golfer hitting into a garage net needs something very different from a golfer practicing at the driving range. A beginner who just wants to know carry distance does not need the same setup as someone building a full home simulator. And someone with a small indoor space may need a completely different type of launch monitor than someone who practices outdoors with full ball flight. That is why choosing a golf launch monitor can get confusing very quickly. You have radar-based monitors, camera-based monitors, portable units, simulator-focused units, subscription plans, special golf balls, club data, spin data, impact video, software compatibility, and space requirements. So before looking at the best options, let's quickly go through the questions every buyer should ask first. The first question is, where are you going to use it most? If you are mostly using it outdoors at the driving range, radar-based launch monitors can make a lot of sense because they can track more of the ball flight. But if you are mostly using it indoors, in a garage, basement, or simulation room, camera-based units can be easier to work with because they measure the ball closer to impact and usually don't need as much room depth. And that leads to the second question. How much space do you actually have? This is where many first-time buyers make a mistake. They buy a launch monitor before measuring their setup. Some radar units need enough space behind the ball and enough ball flight in front of the ball to give better readings. So if your garage or room is too short, the launch monitor may not perform the way you expected. Camera-based units usually work better in tighter indoor spaces because they sit beside the ball and capture data near impact. So before buying anything, measure your ceiling height, width, and room depth. A launch monitor can be amazing, but if it doesn't fit your space, it's the wrong one for you. The third question is, what data do you actually need? Beginners may only need simple numbers like carry distance, ball speed, club speed, launch angle, and smash factor. Those numbers are already enough to help you understand how far you hit each club and whether your practice is improving. But more serious golfers may want more advanced data like spin rate, spin axis, club path, face angle, attack angle, and shot dispersion. A simple way to think about it is this. Ball data tells you what happened to the shot. Club data helps explain why it happened. The fourth question is, are there subscription fees? This is a big one. Some launch monitors look affordable at first, but certain features may require a paid plan. That can include simulator play, extra courses, third-party software, advanced metrics, or club data. So don't only look at the price of the launch monitor, look at the total cost after software, subscriptions, accessories, and any simulator setup you may need. The fifth question is, do you want a practice tool or a full simulator? Those are not always the same. Some launch monitors are great for basic practice. They help you learn your distances, track swing speed, and make range sessions more useful. Others are designed for full simulator play, where you can play virtual courses, use projector setups, connect to software like E6, GS Pro, or Awesome Golf, and build a more complete indoor golf experience. And finally, ask yourself this. Do you need something portable or do you want a fixed home setup? If you want to bring it to the range, battery life, setup time, and portability matter. But if you're building a dedicated simulator room, portability may not matter at all. Accuracy, software compatibility, indoor performance, and long-term setup become more important. Once you understand those questions, the choices become much clearer. So instead of just throwing random products into a list, here are 6 golf launch monitors that make sense for 6 different golf buyers. Starting at number 6, the best budget pick is the Garmin Approach R10. This is the launch monitor I would look at if you are buying your first one and you want useful golf data without spending thousands of dollars. The Garmin Approach R10 is compact, portable, and beginner-friendly. It can track important metrics like club head speed, ball speed, spin, launch angle, launch direction, smash factor, and more. It also has up to 10 hours of battery life, which is very useful if you plan to bring it to the driving range or use it for longer practice sessions. But the real reason the R10 makes sense is that it answers one of the most common buyer questions. What is the most affordable launch monitor that still gives me useful information? For many golfers, especially beginners and casual players, this is enough. You can start learning your club distances, you can see whether your swing speed is improving, you can get a better idea of your shot patterns. And instead of guessing what happened after every swing, you finally have numbers to look at. Now, this is not the launch monitor I would choose for someone building a serious premium indoor simulator. If you are very focused on the most accurate spin data, putting, short game, advanced club data, or high-end simulator performance, you may want to move higher on the list. But for the golfer who wants a portable, affordable, and easy way to start practicing with data, the Garmin Approach R10 is one of the best starting points. At number 5, the best launch monitor for practice feedback is the Rapsodo MLM2 Pro. This is the option I would look at if you want more than just numbers on a screen. Because for a lot of golfers, data alone can still be confusing. You may know your ball speed, launch angle, or carry distance, but you may still not understand what actually happened in the swing. That's where the Rapsodo MLM2 Pro becomes interesting. It combines radar and camera technology, and it's built for golfers who want more visual feedback during practice. This is especially helpful if you like seeing shot replay, impact feedback, and a more interactive practice experience. It also supports simulator compatibility with platforms like E6 Connect and Awesome Golf, which gives it more flexibility if you want to go beyond basic practice. There's one important thing to remember though. Some of its best spin-related features may require compatible golf balls, so buyers should check that before purchasing. That's not necessarily a deal breaker, but it is something first-time buyers should understand, because with launch monitors, the little details matter. Sometimes the difference between a good experience and a frustrating one is not the product itself, but whether you understood the setup requirements before buying. At number 4, the best outdoor and range pick is the FlightScope MV+. This is for the golfer who spends a lot of time practicing outdoors and wants stronger data than the entry-level options. The Mevo Plus is designed for both indoor and outdoor use, but it makes a lot of sense for range practice because it gives you more serious feedback while still being portable. It offers 20 data parameters, includes E6 Connect simulated golf courses, and uses FlightScope's fusion tracking technology, which combines radar and camera features. That makes it a strong middle ground option. It is more advanced than basic budget launch monitors, but it is still not as fixed or simulator-only as some of the more dedicated indoor units. This answers the buyer's question, what should I buy if I practice mostly at the range but still want simulator features? For that type of golfer, the Mevo Plus is a very strong option. It can help you understand ball flight, shot shape, carry distance, spin, launch, and overall performance in a more detailed way. But again, space matters. If you plan to use it indoors, make sure you have enough room. Radar-based systems generally need more space than camera-based systems, especially when hitting into a net. So the Mevo Plus is not just a buy-it-and-forget-it product. It is best for someone who understands their practice environment and wants a portable launch monitor with more serious performance. If your main practice area is the driving range, or you want one device that can work outdoors and still give you simulator options, the FlightScope MV Plus belongs on your shortlist. At number 3, the best indoor simulator pick is the Bushnell Launch Pro. This is where we move into a more serious level. The Bushnell Launch Pro is not just for golfers who want basic practice numbers. This is for someone who cares about reliable indoor performance and wants to build a more serious simulator setup. It provides important ball data like carry distance, ball speed, total spin, launch angle, horizontal launch angle, backspin, side spin, and spin axis. It can also provide club data like club head speed, smash factor, club path, and angle of attack. But this is where buyers just need to pay attention. Club data requires software subscription access. And this is exactly why a buyer's guide matters, because if someone only looks at the product page and doesn't understand the software side, they may not realize the full cost of ownership. The Launch Pro answers the question, what should I buy if indoor accuracy matters more than portability? For that buyer, this is a very strong choice. It's especially useful if you're hitting into a net or screen and want a launch monitor that is more comfortable in an indoor simulator environment. This is not the cheapest option, and it's not the most casual option, but for golfers who want more confidence in their indoor numbers and want a launch monitor that can grow into a full simulator setup, the Bushnell Launch Pro makes a lot of sense. Just make sure you understand the subscription side before buying, because with this type of launch monitor, the device is only one part of the purchase. The software, data access, simulator features, and long-term cost are part of the decision too. At number 2, the best serious home setup is the Uneekor iMini LITE. This one is for a different type of buyer. Not everyone needs a launch monitor they can carry to the driving range. Some golfers want to build a dedicated indoor setup at home. Maybe it's in a garage, maybe it's in a basement, maybe it's in a permanent simulator room. For that type of golfer, portability is not the priority. The priority is indoor performance, simulator compatibility, and a setup that feels more permanent. That's where the Uneekor iMini LITE fits. This is a camera-based launch monitor designed more for serious home golf setups. It's commonly positioned for indoor simulator use and provides a strong amount of ball and club data. But there's one very important thing first-time buyers need to know. This is not the same type of simple portable device as a Garmin R10 or Rapsodo MLM 2.0. The Uneekor iMini LITE is more of a dedicated home simulator choice, and it may require a compatible PC setup depending on how you plan to use it. So the question it answers is, what should I buy if I'm serious about building a home simulator and don't really care about portability? If that's you, this type of launch monitor makes a lot more sense than buying something just because it's cheaper or easier to carry. It's for golfers who want a more permanent practice space and deeper indoor feedback. But if you're a beginner who only wants to bring a launch monitor to the range once in a while, this may be more than you need. That's why matching the product to the buyer matters so much. A great launch monitor can still be the wrong launch monitor if it doesn't fit your actual use case. And at number 1, the best premium all-in-one launch monitor is the Garmin Approach R50. This is the one I would look at if you want a premium experience without piecing everything together from scratch. A lot of launch monitors depend heavily on a phone, tablet, computer, projector, software, or external display. The Garmin Approach R50 is different because it has a built-in 10-inch colored touchscreen. That makes it feel more complete right out of the box. It also uses a 3-camera system and tracks more than 15 ball and club metrics. It can show high-speed impact footage, support training features, and provide a more complete simulator-style experience. This answers the buyer's question, what should I buy if I want a premium launch monitor that feels easier and more complete? For many golfers, that's the appeal of the R50. It's not just about having strong data, it's about convenience. It's about having a built-in screen. It's about reducing the feeling that you need to build an entire tech setup just to start using the product. Now, this is clearly not the budget choice. If you're just getting started and only want basic carry distances, the Garmin R10 is a much more practical place to begin. But if you want a premium all-in-one option and you like the idea of having a built-in screen, camera-based tracking, impact video, and simulator features in one device, the Garmin Approach R50 is one of the most complete options on this list. So which golf launch monitor should you actually buy? Here's the simplest way to decide. Choose the Garmin R10 if you want the best affordable starting point. Choose the Rapsodo MLM 2.0 if you want more visual practice feedback and a more interactive experience. Choose the FlightScope MV Plus if you practice mostly outdoors or at the range, but still want simulator features. Choose the Bushnell Launch Pro if you care more about indoor accuracy and simulator reliability. Choose the Uneekor iMini LITE if you're building a serious dedicated home setup. And choose the Garmin Approach R50 if you want the most complete premium all-in-one experience. The biggest mistake is buying based only on price, brand, or hype. Before buying, ask yourself where you'll use it, how much space you have, whether you need basic data or advanced data, whether you're okay with subscriptions, and whether you want a practice tool or a full simulator. Because the best golf launch monitor is not the one with the longest spec sheet. It's the one that fits your space, your goals, and the way you actually practice. And when you choose it that way, you're much less likely to waste money on the wrong one. And just a quick heads up before wrapping up, some of the links in the description are affiliate links. That means if you decide to buy through them, I may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. It's a simple way to support the channel, and I appreciate it. If this helped you narrow down your choice, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment which golf launch monitor you would pick for your own setup.